Okay, I can see that look in your eye. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're thinking. I can explain. I know I'm not special. 2022 was a year for everybody. Highs, lows, all over the place. Some lows were lower than others. Some highs were higher than others. It just depends on who you ask. Me personally, 2022 was a year where my creativity definitely stifled a bit because I was forced to have more time to look at what I was doing and look at the things I was planning on doing. And the issue with that is when you're creative, the best thing you can do is when you have an idea and you have a self-confidence issue, do it and don't look at it. Because the moment I finish it, I would delete it no matter what it was. And that I refuse to let that happen again this year in 2023. So with that being said, I want to go into a little bit of a plan I have for 2023. One of which is I want to get more content out there. I've got ideas that I want to do for this channel as far as games I want to play or just videos I want to record. But I've got one. The number one issue is consistency as well as execution. The biggest one being consistency because I can make the time. I have the excuse where I work a full-time job. I'm a husband and a father, so I say I don't have a whole lot of time, and that's true. I don't have a whole lot of time, but I can truthfully make the time to do these things. I just don't, and I got to fix that this year because I want to be able to put more stuff out there into the world. Like I want to stream more. I want to get more videos up, and I want to get the story out. I have three major things that I want to do this year, and all of that requires me to be consistent about it and actually just do it. It doesn't matter what I think, just do it. So one thing that I want to start with is YouTube. Ideally, I want to do at least, if I'm not doing one video a week, maybe one video every 2 weeks. And that plan would entail either, if I'm doing one video a week, it would be the typical 10-15 minute video that I would do, maybe 8 minutes. You know, get the clips in, get the edits, make the jokes here and there, and then post it and be done for the week and get started with the next video for the next week. One video every 2 weeks means I could do something a little bit longer. Maybe longer gaming clips, maybe a stream clip, or maybe a stream in general. If we're gonna do it one every 2 weeks, but that just depends on, you know, what I'm doing and how the content is gonna produce itself. So that's one idea, but that also comes to consistency. If I'm gonna make that plan, I gotta stick with it. Number two, streaming. I am the most inconsistent person on the planet when it comes to streaming, and I know that. I have a lot of fun when I do stream. Whether I stream by myself, it's a lot more fun when I have friends in Discord. If we're playing the game together, or if they're just in the call talking with me and watching me play, it's a lot of fun. I need to get more consistent about it. Before, the schedule used to be Mario Kart Mondays, but then once we all kind of stopped playing Mario Kart, I just kind of, I don't know, I just stopped making videos and I stopped streaming. It wasn't really an issue with it. It was just I just wasn't consistent anymore. Then we moved, and I just kept not making the time to do the things that I wanted to do anymore, and I need to stop doing that. So as far as streaming, I'm gonna figure out some kind of schedule. Like I said, I've got the time. I don't have a whole lot of it, but I can make the time. So I'll probably do at most 2 nights a week. It'll likely be one weeknight and then one weekend night, maybe like Saturday or Sunday, kind of early in the evening, and then we'll kind of just go from there. At most 2 hours, maybe three if we're really, really pushing it. But we'll see about that. But that is the current idea for streaming, but I'm gonna, kind of figure that out as time goes on. Now, y'all heard me mention the story I'm writing. If you follow me on my social media platforms, you know I've mentioned writing some kind of story for the last 3 or 4 years. And the furthest I got was last year. I actually had about 15 chapters written and posted on my Patreon. I'll put a link to that in the description because I plan on getting that back started, but more on that in just a second. I had about 15 chapters up on the Patreon that people could read, and I kind of got discouraged because I made the first 7 chapters free. I initially said 3, but I did way too much world building in the beginning, and so I figured, okay, I'll make it up to where the story starts kind of pick up a bit before I start making people pay for it. It was $5 a month, and you get access to the story, earlier, and you get a chance to ask me questions and get some inside notes and see what my planning process looked like for a set story. That was the initial plan. I was very confident in it, but then as time went on, I would reread the story over and over, and I kept getting more and more discouraged about like the other ideas that I wanted to implement. I'm like, well, the way I wrote in the beginning won't allow for this to happen now because it won't make any sense. And I started doing that to myself and making way too many idea changes later on, and I wound up telling myself it was all garbage. So I did the dumb thing, which was delete all of it. Now I still have all those chapters saved on my phone, so I still have access to them all. I just don't have the Patreon posted anymore, so not on the Patreon anymore. But what's going to happen with that is I plan to write I plan to take maybe 2 weeks to write a chapter, get it posted, and go from there. Once I have about 5 chapters up on the Patreon, I'll post it. It will not be free because I've been told far too many times that I'm really good at writing, but I want to see if people are just saying that because they're my friends or if they actually believe in, you know, the stuff that I write and like what I can create. Because truth be told, I think I am pretty good at it, but I need to, you know, quote unquote, put money where my mouth is. So when that Patreon goes up, it will be $5 a month, but you'll have access to everything, including my notes and all that good stuff. I'll have it posted on the Patreon site when I get that up and running, but don't expect that anytime soon. I'm still in the planning phases of the story. I'm revising a lot of things, and I'm still in the planning process of everything. So we'll get that going when time goes on. Last thing on this list is I did have a podcast with 3 friends, 2, 3, but the issue was we only have 1 episode like recorded and able to listen to. It's on my SoundCloud. You will not get the link to that. The issue was the first episode we recorded it was like 3 hours. There were so many issues. Like my son kept unplugging the internet and my headphones, and then he's all types of loud in the background, and then there's so many pauses and I couldn't edit it because it was a 3-hour video and I couldn't upload it to YouTube because it was so damn long, and I didn't know how to upload RSS feeds into Spotify and SoundCloud, so I just didn't know what was going on with that. Episode 1 got corrupted. The file got corrupted. Episode 2 was about 2 hours and some change. I got it on SoundCloud, but we just haven't done anything else with it since then. There's been a lot that's happened, and I would like to continue that podcast, but we just got to be more consistent about it. Maybe 1 episode a month or 1 every couple of weeks. We'll figure the schedule out. As much as like gaming and just news in general comes out, as much stuff we want to talk about, and we'll kind of just go from there. The vibe I want to have from it is be like a mix between, if you know these 2 podcasts, Japan Time podcast as well as the Gaming Illuminati. I want to be some form of structure where we sound at least a little professional, but also sometimes be as chaotic as Japan Time is, just to have that extra comedy factor. So we'll figure that out as time goes on. I'll make sure those friends are still down to do it, and then we'll see if we can go from there. But that is currently the plans right now. So I've got plans for content this year. I will do my best to execute these plans, but I can't guarantee it'll be as consistent as I would like them to be. But there will be some kind of consistency on this channel and on my Twitch and everything like that, everything in between. So bear with me. I will get better, and I will do better by all of you. Expect to see some stuff. VGC is out for Pokemon. Expect to see some videos on that. Expect to see, you know, the occasional random party game with friends or whatever in a call. Expect to see some Dead by Daylight, clips or whatever. And above all, expect to see some Run the Set videos. There's a lot of fighting games coming out this year. Expect some Run the Sets to happen. Alright, so bit cheesy, but the last thing I want to say truly is from the bottom of my heart, truly thank y'all. Because I don't know if y'all ever look at my channels and like on Twitch or YouTube. I usually don't either because I try not to care about that kind of stuff. But then like when I look at it, like I just looked at it a second ago, I have 67 subscribers on YouTube, which is crazy to me because I started this channel back in like 2013. I didn't even know how to make YouTube content, and then I want to just put in a couple of videos I make in my free time at home. Just so I did my old iPod Touch, and then a couple of school projects we did. One we didn't get to finish, and it just stemmed from there. Just like me being able to do things. Now I have I'm grown. I have a job. I'm able to to actually make content. There's 60, 70 y'all that rock with me, and that's crazy to me. Like that number is small in the grand scheme of content creation, but think about it this way: you're in a room with 67 people. Those 67 people chose to be in that room with you for you to entertain them. Do you know how many people 67 people is in one room? That's insane. So truly thank y'all for that. Thank y'all. And then on Twitch, I've got a few subscribers here and there. I think it's like at most 5 or 6, maybe 10 at most. And that's crazy as well. Y'all are paying me for content? I appreciate that. I love y'all. Thank you. But look at my follower count. I have 100 followers on Twitch. What? What? 100 people are following me on Twitch, bro. Thank y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. Truly. And that's why I want to make this video, because that part of me feels bad that I'm not producing enough content to warrant all of y'all that are rock with me to continue to rock with me, you know? I don't want to lose any subscribers. I don't want to lose any followers. Y'all chose to rock with me for a reason. Y'all deserve the content that I'm not making, and I need to get better about it. So I want to say ultimately thank you for rocking with me for as long as you have. Thank you for continuing to rock with me. And hopefully I can give y'all a little bit more of what y'all want in this coming 2023. I've got plans. I gotta execute, and I just need y'all to rock with your boy. Again, thank you so much. I know I'm rambling. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with your boy. I look forward to 2023 with the rest of you. Oh, and truly last thing. Expect different kind of videos on this channel, but one thing to look forward to more than anything else, expect some run the sets, my boy. It's a lot of fighting games coming out this year. Oh, expect some sets to get run. 1st to 5s all the way around. Get ready. We move.